He said, go to this widow woman's house. She's going to take care of you. Elijah tells her, I want some water. She says, all right. He tells her, I need some bread. She said, hold up. I ain't got but a little bread for me and my boy, and we going to die. He says, feed me first. Feed me first, and I promise you, what you had left is about to get bigger. What you had left won't fail. What you had left won't run out. Why? Because you be obedient first. All right. Y'all listen. You be obedient first to me, and I'm going to bless you abundantly. I wish you would high five your neighbor and say, neighbor, God had to change my mentality from being used to being the user. He had to change my mentality from being the tail to the head, because Elijah had to pull his mentality out of some stuff. And the reason why some of y'all won't get breath is because you got a broke mentality. You got a struggle mentality. You got to come out of that stuff. He said, you be obedient to me.
All right now.
Your bread won't run out. Your oil won't run out. And I promise you, your house is blessed.
Okay.
Now watch this, y'all. There's a famine in the land. And they have to deal with this for years. But because this widow woman is obedient,
all right,
her bread never ran out. I wish you would look at somebody and say, neighbor, God's about to maximize what I got left because I'm being obedient to him. I'm about to fulfill my purpose before the year is out, and I'm about to obey him like never before, because my finances are about to increase. My children are about to be blessed. My house is about to, I prophesy to every person that believes the word that's coming out of Pastor Boone mouth, that if you obey God, feel the Holy Ghost in here. If you obey God, I ain't talking about obey Pastor Boone. I'm not talking about obey co-Pastor Boone. If you obey God, watch God do the abundance in your life. Shake somebody's head like you're going to shake it off and say, I dare you to obey God. I don't care how much money you don't have. I dare you to obey God. I don't care how your house looks. I dare you to obey God. I don't care if there's a eviction notice on your door. I dare you to obey God. I don't care if they're about to repo your car. I dare you to obey God. I don't care if you're about to lose your job. I dare you to obey. I wish you would touch at least 5 people and say, neighbor, just obey God. Just obey God. God is about to bless you for real. God is about to open the door for real. God is about to pour out in your life for real. I dare you to obey.
Yes, sir.
Obey God. That's why you ain't got a lot of money. Because you won't be obedient. That's why you're going through consistent struggle. Because you won't be obedient.
Come on, preacher.
Had one guy
better than sacrifice
to say, God understands. No, he don't.
All right. Come on.
Pastor Boone can understand.
All right.
God don't understand.
Come on.
Not if he blessed you with it.
Right.
He said, if I'm going to bless you with it, the least you can do is obey what I give you. All right, y'all shut down on me. I'm going to stay right there. The least you can do is obey what I give you and not give me what's left.
Stay right there.
You give me half of your time. You give me half of your worship. You give me half of your money. You give me half of your love. The least you can do, if I wake you up in the morning, if I close you in your right mind, the least you can do is obey. Obedience is better. Help me in here, Holy Ghost, because they folk don't shut down on me.
That's all right.
Maximize what's left. He taught the woman how to stretch what she had left. She didn't borrow from nobody. He stretched what she had left. She didn't ask nobody for help. He stretched. Because in certain seasons of your life, God says, I don't want you to ask. I don't want you to borrow. Because those same people that you borrow from going to want praise, going to want glory, And I don't want nobody getting the glory but me. Wish I had somebody to high five your neighbor and say, God gonna get the glory out of this. You ain't gonna have to borrow from Tom, Dick, nor Harry. God's about to get the glory out of this, because you don't want to have to say thank you for what somebody did for you in this season. God's about to bless you abundantly. Not only do he live during lack, not only do he maximize what's left, but number 3, he has to liberate what was dead. He has to liberate what was dead. When God put this kid in my spirit, and I said, hold on, the text says, God, that when the woman suggested that a boy was sick and the breath left from him, the text said that Elijah cried to God and he laid on the boy. He stretched himself. So I'm thinking, God, you want me to tell these folk to stretch? He said, no. I want you to tell them to liberate. I don't get it. Because liberate means set free. Why am I telling them to set free when Elijah stretched on the dead boy? He said, well, you didn't read the text carefully. I said, well, what did I miss in the text? He said, the woman said, are you come, Elijah, to our house to see who sinned? In essence, the Bible says sin stinketh in the nostrils of God, and then the Bible says when sin comes, death is coming. Which interprets to me mean Elijah was life because he had the Spirit of God.
Come on.
On the inside of him. So whatever Elijah had in him, when he laid on the boy, it had to transfer. Y'all did not get what I just said. That was good. It had to transfer to the boy. Now let me test you to see if you got the Holy Ghost, mother. Hug your neighbor and tell your neighbor, live. And now if that spirit or anointing on the inside of you didn't transfer, you ain't got the Holy Ghost. Because anytime you have the Spirit of the Lord on the inside of you, what was dead got to come to life. I wish you would hug somebody else and just tell them, live, live, live. No, y'all ain't doing it. You got to get out. You've been partying all night, and I'm not like that when you come in church. I wish you would hug somebody else and tell them, you got to live. You got to live regardless of what you're going through, regardless of the dead situations in your life. High five somebody and say, live. I feel preaching here. High five. Y'all ain't moved yet. Some of y'all been sitting up there looking at me the whole time. You need to get out your seat and tell somebody, live, live, live. The devil wants you to die, but you shall live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. I shake somebody's hand and say, neighbor, live, live. God say, live. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. And if you declare it now, your whole house is going to be blessed. If you declare it now, your finances going to be blessed. If you declare it now, say, live. I wish you would tell somebody, say, neighbor, you're going to live in this season. You're going to live in this season. You're going to live in this season. You're going to live. Even Jesus said, the thief cometh but to steal, kill, and destroy. But I came that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Shake somebody's hand and say, neighbor, you're going to live. We're going to have to transfer the folk in the front to the back, the folk in the back to the front. Oh, we'll tell somebody, say, neighbor, you're going to have to live. There's got to be life in you. How you going to come in church, sit up there looking dead? How you going to come in church, sit up there acting like God ain't done nothing for you? The devil is a liar. Don't you come in church. There's no need. Stay home. If you're going to come in church acting like we owe you something, stay behind home. I hear the Holy Ghost in there. Say live. Pull up somebody and say, neighbor, you going to live. We ain't got no time to be sad. We ain't got no time to be crazy. We ain't got no time to act frustrated. You got to live. You got to be happy. Pull on your neighbor, say live, live, live. Pull on somebody, say live, live. Come on. Pull on somebody, say live. Pull on somebody, say live, live, live. Pull on somebody, say live, live, live.
Hallelujah.
worship because of you. Because you have so much on your mind from Monday to Saturday. And you come in here. When the Bible says, enter into his gate. You ain't got no help in here. Enter his courts with praise. The first thing we're supposed to do when we get in here is to give him glory. The first thing, I feel preach, y'all. The first thing we're supposed to do is give him honor. Many times I done sung, preached. I hear one man had a heart attack, died on stage.
On the stage.
Tell somebody, say, neighbor, we ain't got time to be playing. We ain't got time to be having our feelings on our heart. We ain't got time to be, I'm telling you, in this season, if you don't live, that's going to be your fault. Because I refuse to have people connected to me and die ye. You going to live after this, say, oh, I feel the Holy Ghost. Shake somebody's hand like you going to sing it on and say, baby, you going to live. Don't you talk no negative mess to me. Don't you say nothing about the church. Don't you say nothing about your family, because you going to live. And not die and declare word of the Lord. I pull on somebody and say, neighbor, you have no choice.
You have no choice
but to live.
but to live.
You just think of all the things he brought you from. You just think of all the things he made. You just think of all the, I ain't got nobody thinking. You just think of all the things he blessed you with. You didn't buy your house, it was gone. You didn't have the money to get your car, it was gone. Your credit was jacked up but gone. Everything in your life was jacked up but gone. And if he did that, surely he's able to do exceedingly, abundantly above all that we can ask something according to the power that's working in us. Pull on somebody and say, live. I dare you to pull on somebody. I feel preach. I dare you to pull on somebody and look at them and say, neighbor, I'm the jumper cables to your heart right now, because your heart stopped beating spiritually. You almost died, but I am the jumper cables to your heart, and you gonna come alive tonight. You gonna come alive today. Pull on somebody and say, come alive, come alive, come alive. Pull on somebody and say, come alive, come alive. You gonna come alive. You gonna come alive. Tell somebody live, live, live. Tell somebody else live, 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 live. Tell somebody else live. And what you're saying, you're not just saying live spiritually, but you're saying everything that's lacking. Everything in your house that's lacking. Everything in your finances that's lacking. Everything in your family that's lacking. It's about to increase every time you say live. I wish I had somebody in here that would scream live. Because the devil wants you to walk around crazy. The devil wants you to walk around silly. But I wish I had somebody say live. So what you tell the situation, live. That's all he did. Now the stretch, he stretched on the boy. And some of you, God, hear the Holy Ghost, God. I hear you, Holy Ghost. Because you're going to have to stretch your faith. Because the Holy Ghost said you're going to live. But you're going to have to stretch your faith. Now pull on somebody and say, neighbor, you're going to have to stretch your faith. You're going to have to do something different. Something you ain't never done before. You're going to have to do something different. Something you ain't never done before. I keep repeating that. You're going to have to do something different. You can't expect the same results doing the same thing over and over. You're going to have to do something different. Pull on that neighbor and say, neighbor, difference is about to happen if you do something different. God's about to bless you if you do something different. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time can't be compared to the glory. Push on somebody and say, neighbor, do something different. You've been dead long enough. Lazarus, you about to come forth. You've been dead long enough. I feel preaching here. You've been dead long enough. Lazarus, you about to come. Pull on somebody and say, come forth, come forth. Some of y'all might have to walk with your neighbor and say, come forth, come forth. Somebody got to walk with the person you said he was out and say, come forth. Trust yourself. Which leads me to my text. Because the text says in 1 Kings chapter 18. After many days, it came to pass.
All right.
And it came to pass after many days. I don't care how you look at me. And this is, I'm done. After many days, it came to pass. Because I promise you, I'm going to have 2 recordings 2018. After many days. You can be crazy all you want to. I promise you, I'm going to be in a bigger house. 2018. After many days, I feel the Holy Ghost. And I promise you, I'm going to have more money than I ever had before. I'm going to pay some stuff off. I'm going to pay some other folk cars off. I'm going to have more than I've ever had in my life. Because it's about to come to pass. Find your neighbor and say it's about to come to pass. It's about to come to pass. And God's about to do it right. He's about to do it right now. He's about to do it right now. Here it is. God told Elijah, he says to Elijah, Keita, he said, go to King Ahab, tell Ahab it's going to rain. It's been 3 years. Now, if you read 1 Kings chapter 17, what you will discover is God told Elijah it was going to be no rain and dew for these years. He never said 3.
All right.
Wow.
But after 3 years, in 1 Kings chapter 18, he says, tell King Ahab it's going to rain. Time out. There was nothing Ahab did. He didn't repent. You will not find it.
Okay.
He didn't say, God, I'm sorry. You will not find it. There was nothing Ahab did for the rain.
All right.
Oh, help me in here. But because God is God, and he do whatever he wants, when he get ready. Because he's God and do whatever he wants when he get ready. He changed his mind. All of a sudden.
My God.
Even when Ahab didn't deserve it.
Right.
Lord help me.
Right.
What do you mean, Pastor Boone? I don't care what you did last night. I don't care what you did last week. I don't care what you did last month. Because hear this. We box ourselves in. And say, because I sinned, God can't bless me. The devil is a liar. I wish you would pull on somebody and say, neighbor, you're about to get what you don't deserve. God's about to bless you and you don't even deserve it. God's about to bless you and you ain't did nothing to get it. God's about to open the door for you and you ain't did nothing. I dare you to touch at least 5 people around you and say, you about to get what you don't deserve. That's called favor. When God bless you and people don't even know why you get blessed. That's favor. When God bless you and you don't even know why you get blessed. That's favor. You about to reap that you ain't even sold. Man, y'all ain't hearing me. You about to reap harvest that you ain't even sown. You about to reap harvests that you ain't even planted. I wish you would shake somebody's hand and say, neighbor, even if I don't deserve it, I'm going to grab it. Even if I don't deserve it, I'm going to grab it. Even if I don't deserve it, I'm going to get it. I wish I had somebody in here who want to act like you going to get it. Even if I don't deserve it. He tells King Ahab, there gonna be no rain. Now it's funny. We're going. Co-pastor went into the insurance place the other day. She shouldn't tell me. She went into the insurance place the other day. She said the lady at the insurance place says they had a dad who was a missionary, and of course, a wife worked at the house. And so the dad was a missionary, started a church. And he had land. The wife just bought a lot of land. So she said to co-pastor, she said, the dad issued her and the sister the church. And she's trying to get the church. It's in Kenya. She's trying to get the church to a pastor. And guess who she thought of? Out of all the pastors in Warner Robins. She said, because my wife looked at her and she said, please don't tell my husband. And she just laughed and said, I'm going to tell her. Because they know me. I step out on faith and I stretch. And the Lord told me, told us each other that we needed to get passports for this next year. But here it is. We didn't sow for the church. But if we want to get the church, y'all ain't hearing me. We didn't sow for it, but God would bless us with it if we wanted to get it. So that means I ain't connected to nobody. She ain't part of my family. She ain't part of my lineage. But she thought of Timothy Boone and Leah Boone because God said, I'm going to bless you with stuff you don't give. Got no help in here. I'm going to bless you with stuff you ain't sold. I'm going to bless you with stuff that ain't got nothing to do with your family. It ain't got nothing to do with your last name. It ain't got nothing to do with who you are. Went down to Camilla, Georgia. The man said, he said, Pastor Boone, I need to write a song for you. And I need you to record this song in my church. Record it. So y'all are studio ready. Yeah, you can do a whole recording in here. I didn't sow.
Okay. All right.
Keita, they ain't getting it. I didn't sow into it. He just told me about it. And because I was in the right place at the right time, God's going to do the abundance. I wish you would tell your neighbor, 2018 is my year. Now you got to say it and you got to mean it from right here. You can't just say it. You better tell your neighbor 2018 is my year. We did not go through hell for nothing. We did not cry out for nothing. Shake somebody's head, and I wish I had a praise around there. Shake somebody's head and say, neighbor, you better look at me real good today, because you may not know who I am next year. You may not know me because I'm about to be a millionaire. You may not know me because my business is about to flourish. You may not know me because my house is about to be different. You may not feel the Holy Ghost. Shake somebody's head like you gonna check it out and say, neighbor, you might better stay connected to me, because I'm about to get what I don't deserve. God's about to bless me for real. He's about to enlarge my territory. After many days. After many days. 3 years. This is 9 for us.
Oh, God.
Multiple of 3. Oh, good God. That means 10 gonna be awesome. I wish you would just walk up on somebody and say, neighbor, this next year is about to be crazy for faith perfecting. They thought we were going down, but God's about to pick us up. They thought we were going under, but God's about to elevate us. They thought. Here it is. God said it. God said it. But he didn't do it immediately after he said it. He didn't do it immediately. He said it in verse 1.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen in verse 2.
Come on.
So what do you do?
Oh, Lord.
When you're in between what he said
What he said.
and the manifestation? What do you do, Makita, when you're in between what he said and the manifestation? Now I know most of us. I know most of us are in that middle. I heard him.
Yes, sir.
I heard him clear.
Yeah.
I know what he said, but he ain't done it yet. So what am I supposed to do, Pastor? When I know what he said, Amber, but he ain't done it yet.
Yes, sir.
I know what he said. I know what he told me this church is supposed to be. I know what he told me God was supposed to do for this ministry, but he ain't done it yet. So what do I do while I'm in the middle? God told me, he said, Boone, this ain't deep. He said, this ain't theologically awesome. He said, this ain't going to take seminary. He said, all you do is serve.
Yes. All right.
He looked at me, he tells me, he says, all you do is serve. He said, go back to the text where it says, they that wait upon the Lord. He says, waiting in that text means serve. It's almost like a waiter and a waitress. All right? And the thing about a waiter and a waitress, the greater they serve, the bigger their tip. You missed what I just said. The greater they serve, the bigger. You have already judged their tip by how they serve.
That's right.
That's the truth.
If they treat you nasty, if they act like they neglect you, if they don't, you know what I'm saying, if they're throwing your menu at you, you already said your tip is not going to be what you think it's going to be. But if that person been consistent, you ain't have to ask them for a refill. You ain't have to ask them for anything. They done gave you the order. They've been nice. They've been mannerable. You have already determined what their tip is. And the thing about the tip, I didn't really understand the tipping until I got married. Because she would come home with more tip money than the paycheck. Y'all gonna get me in a minute. And I'll be like, yeah, damn. There's so much we can pay a bill. I miss those tips. There's so much we can pay a bill. I think about Christmas. I mean, that's a lot of money.
All right.
And she looked at me, she said, once I do my job right.
All right.
That's how I get tipped, by doing my job right.
Thank you, God.
Can I tell you, the way you're going to get blessed between today and 2018 is if you serve to the best of your ability. Because God says throughout this year, I'm about to tip you. The blessing is in 2018. But throughout this year, I'm about to tip you because of what you do for me. I wish I had somebody to look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm working on my tip. I'm working on my tip. Look at me crazy, but I'm going to praise like I lost my mind because I'm working on my tip. Look at me crazy, but I'm going to shout like something is wrong with me because I'm working on my tip. Look at me crazy, but I'm going to worship like crazy because I'm working on something. I dare you to pull on somebody and say, neighbor, I'm working on something. I'm hurt, but I'm still working. I've been damaged, but I'm still working. I've been ostracized, but I'm still working. I've been broken, but I'm still because God ain't even going to say, when we get to heaven, Keto, Pastor Boone, well done. He ain't going to say, co-pastor Boone, well done. He going to say, servant. Jesus. Well done. You've been faithful. You've served. That's the part that I want y'all to understand. It ain't about how we feel. It is about what we do for Him. Everybody stand. I'm done. Oh, don't get it twisted. I've been wanting to padlock these doors. I say I can't do it no more. But God say, all them folk who looking for a word, you mean to tell me you're going to lay in this bed because of what you're going through? You're going to lay in this bed because of what you're dealing with. You're going to take a recess. Remember what I did for you. Remember when you didn't have a house. Your house was under foreclosure. And I put something in your path to where you weren't out there looking like an idiot. Remember when you didn't have no car. And I made sure I sustained you. The base of this message is what drives you. Listen, lift your hands, every person in this place. Faith perfecting don't drive me. This building don't drive me. God drives me. Because after looking at some of our faces, I'll be ready to close my mouth.
Amen.
I said, I might as well just stay home. Give me a good job and keep on trucking. But Tanya, if it weren't for God sustaining my mind, when you see everybody else doing When you see everybody else blessed,
Right.
and you look like, God, what's wrong with me?
Right. Right.
Why am I not ahead? Why am I still here? Why am I still in this position? Why folks still leeching off of me? I done cut them off and they still leeching. You ever had that, Santee? I done cut them off. They still knocking on my door. Do y'all follow what I'm telling you? There's somebody else in here. Y'all don't want to be real and honest. There's some of us in here who say, I'm tired. I am tired. I'm frustrated. I am aggravated. But God still say, you can't quit. You can't throw in the towel. It's been 9 years. And I held you together. All those. It wasn't you, bro. It was me that was holding this church.
Come on.
That when we ain't got to share with
He
another
was
church.
pulling us through.
Get twisted. I
Hallelujah.
ain't know nobody. But it was God that's holding this place. Everybody don't tithe.
Come on, preacher.
Everybody don't give. Everybody don't attend when
Come
they're
on.
supposed to. Even pastor give up. I'm just going to be transparent and real. I ain't got time to be fake. I don't have no child of my own. I look at all my friends, homeboys, people getting pregnant, just getting pregnant. What's wrong with me, God? Do y'all follow what I'm saying? But I still come here and preach to each and every one of you. Y'all don't know what I go through. You don't know what co-pastor goes through. But we still serve. And I hope I be a testimony for y'all so that y'all can still serve.
Come on, preacher. It's good.
Don't serve out of emotion, Tanya. Because it's gonna have you giving up.
Give up.
Don't do it out of emotion. Don't do it because somebody pat you on the back. Don't do it because somebody said you did a good job.
Please don't, because they won't.
Because they won't do it. We sat in that living room 9 years from now. And my own family, my mother know what I'm talking about,
Yes, sir.
looked at me and said, my crop died.
Almost.
He said, my crop died, Tanya. He
Almost.
said it wasn't time. He said it wasn't no need.
You're the
And
rec
he
center.
told co-pastor to be my
Be
bookie.
your bookie.
I didn't know what a bookie was. He told me to start a rec center because we didn't need another church.
Not another church.
Now that same individual don't have a church. I'm still a pastor.
Come on, preacher.
If you be faithful, he said, I'll make you ruler. That's to me, that's ruler over many. To know that you looking at me saying, wow, your church still thriving.
Yes,
Your
sir.
church still pushing. My own father talked about it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I'm saying it. He made members not come to my church. I might as well put it out there. I might as well put it out there. He made them stop. He had services the same time we had services. Because he didn't want them to support us. Now, I wish you could see the condition he's in. It wasn't me, y'all. I didn't start Faith Perfected. God did.
God did.
And when I come to church, even out of everybody that's out and see all y'all here,
Amen.
it lets me know
Yes.
you got to keep serving.
Gotta keep going.
When I see these guys, daddy holding on,
I remember when we started, I asked Daddy. Daddy said, wherever you do, I got you. He's been my chairman ever since.
Amen. Yes.
And he'll look at me sometime when we were over in that building. We didn't have the 500. We had 1,000. He said, God gonna provide, Pastor. We didn't know how we were gonna make it, Monty. You remember that? We didn't know how we were gonna do it, y'all.
Amen.
But God made a way. Hell, He made a way out of no way. And we churched that same day because He made a way.
Yes, Lord.
We got musicians.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all follow what I'm saying? We may not have what these other folks have, but I'm grateful for what we do have. It lets me know my services is not in vain. When I see this man here holding on, I know what you're going through. It lets me know my services is not in vain. I want you real quick, if you're grateful, this ain't even a prayer for nothing you need. If you're grateful, I want you to come up here right now. We're going to win this year.
Thank you, Lord.
We're going to win this next year. If you just say, Pastor, I'm just grateful.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
This is we're leading up to Thanksgiving. I'm winning already because I'm fulfilling my purpose. I'm winning already because I'm fulfilling my purpose. My purpose may just be to love.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Everybody ain't supposed to be on the platform. Everybody ain't supposed to be on stage. Everybody ain't supposed to be preaching. And those who have everybody in their church preaching, I question it. Because who listening?